Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Play action, now it's Tua. And he can't get rid of it, he's taken down.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Here we go, set.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Tua,
he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, but also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it.
This one into the hands of Thielen.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. From 17 yards out.
And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is up to 5.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Play fake. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson from 19 yards away.
And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Cook, they'll try and run it.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action. Tagovailoa rolling to his left.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Another catch there for Waddle.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here's Mostert.
And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the... 40-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, trying to slow things down a little bit.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Sanders on for the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Cousins. Yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Forced out to his left. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent work. Talk about explosive. 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First down, here's the run with Cook. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson with his second touchdown of the night as his guys have now moved out in front. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch out now. 50 series.
Now Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
At his top speed, according to Next Gen Stats, well, really, it's ridiculous, impossible, whatever you want to call it, 22.6 miles per hour.
It's a run with Mostert, and he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. Okay. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gunn would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happening?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Well, hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal.
And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. Now the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
Ready, break.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Okay, break. 17. Cut.
They hand it off to Mostert.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. It'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they have some options on 2nd and short.
Tagovailoa looking to throw it. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
Touchdown!
Raheem Mostert.
A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off Byron Jones.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Last laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to